Welcome to the demo of Qyrus Fiori Test Specialist. Qyrus Fiori Test Specialist is a next-gen SAP Fiori UI5 test automation tool that uses proprietary algorithms and AI to intelligently generate ready-to-run, end-to-end test cases, identify process gaps, and automatically heal broken scripts. Why do we need a solution like Fiori Test Specialist? Because traditional SAP Fiori testing is broken. Manual testing takes huge effort, time, and cost. It demands deep Fiori and UI5 skills, making it hard to scale. It's error-prone, inconsistent, and tough to maintain. Even small UI changes force major rework. And because it's so slow, test coverage stays low, leaving key business scenarios untested. When manual testing became unsustainable, many teams turned to traditional automation tools, but those brought new problems. Fiori's dynamic IDs make locators unstable, causing tests to break constantly and driving up maintenance costs after every SAP update. These tools still require heavy manual work, from recording scenarios to managing test data. They're also complex, demanding deep expertise in both the automation tool and SAP UI5. And as business processes change, test scripts and documentation quickly fall out of sync, creating gaps and weakening regression testing. Qyrus overcomes the mentioned challenges with an AI-driven approach. We leverage proprietary algorithms and an ERP-aware AI model called SAP Scribe to understand the application's underlying business process, data structure, and functionality, eliminating the need for brittle XPath locators. Our solution reverse engineers your application's source code and related documentation and intelligently generates end-to-end test scripts that are ready to run. Our Healer AI agent helps fix brittle scripts. It automatically identifies and corrects incorrect or outdated locators during execution. Qyrus Fiori Test Specialist helps ensure the optimal use of teams' time and resources. It identifies the gaps within your existing testing process and recommends the necessary updates to your documentation, tests, or application. It can generate end-to-end test scripts quickly. Users can adjust inaccurate locators, and our Healer agent can fix the test scripts for reliable execution. Let's now see how Fiori Test Specialist generates test cases quickly. Log into Qyrus and click on Fiori Test Specialist. You will see the Generate Test Cases prompt tab that contains default instructions. You may review and modify them as needed before generating test cases. Then, upload your Fiori SAP UI5 project folder from your device from the Upload Source Code tab. Now, click the Generate Test Cases button to generate the functional test cases automatically. The Test Cases tab will show all functional tests generated. Click on a specific test case to expand and view its detailed information, including test steps and related metadata. Details such as business criticality, test data complexity, test efforts, test objective, and expected result are displayed here. Additionally, the application steps are presented in a tabular format, showing details like event type, field name, control ID, and the value entered or selected in each field. Click on the Healer button to automatically identify and correct any incorrect or missing control IDs for the steps displayed in the table. Qyrus Healer extension is active now. Click Run an Active tab in the extension to execute the test case steps sequentially. For each step, the old and new values of the control ID and the corresponding field value are displayed in a table. Click Retry step using new values to continue executing the test with the updated inputs. After resolving all errors, click the Use Healed Code button to apply the corrected values and update the test case. A pop-up displays the old and healed values of all corrected fields. Click Use Healed Value in Test to apply the updates. The field values are updated in the test case table against their respective control IDs, with corrected values highlighted in green for easy identification. Click the Create Test button to create the test case in Qyrus Web Module Testing. In the pop-up window, enter a test case name, test description, and test objective, then click Create Test to proceed. Locate the created test case in the Web Testing module and click View Test to open it. Let's now look into the additional features of Qyrus Fiori Test Specialist. You can review the default AI instructions for gap analysis and modify them if needed in the Gaps Prompt tab. You also have the option to enter a summarized version of the functional specification in the Add Functional Specification tab. The Add Technical Specification tab lets you enter a summarized version of the technical specification. This step is also optional. Click on the User Manual tab and enter a summarized version of the user manual. Finally, you can add a summarized version of the existing manual test cases. This step can be skipped if no prior manual test cases are available. After entering all the available information, click the Gaps button to generate gap analysis, which will show the difference between manual step, code, and documentation. We have successfully generated the gap analysis. This section shows gaps according to the severity. We also provide a severity distribution chart, gaps by type, and spec versus test comparison. These reflect the parity with specifications and corresponding test cases. Scroll down further for more details. Here, we can see detailed insights into each identified gap along with recommended actions. Qyrus Fiori Test Specialist delivers clear advantages over manual and traditional automation. It reduces business user dependency, cuts overall testing effort, and speeds up delivery with self-healing tests. It keeps tests aligned with both functional and technical documentation and can integrate with Qyrus DataChain for seamless test data. By handling dynamic controls and upgrades smoothly, it ensures a stable, low-maintenance testing process. With Qyrus, your tests stay aligned with your business. For any questions, feel free to reach out.